got dropped off by my indigenous guides. I'm here in the deep Amazon rainforest of Guyana, South America. This is one of the harshest environments in the entire world. I'm out here for a few days, surviving off the land, using the limited tools I have here in my belt, as well as this bow and these 2 arrows. I also have a ton of camera equipment, backup batteries, and a small first aid kit. The animals out here are scary and abundant. There are piranhas in these waters and there's jaguars in these woods, but I have to set up a shelter, I have to get some water, I have to find some food because I have none of that myself. Some things are gonna be a little easier than others, but nothing's that easy when you're in the Amazon jungle. Really looking forward to this one. This is an absolutely magnificent place, but with that beauty comes some dangers, so I gotta be very careful out here. It's a scary so this jungle is absolutely so thick. This is unlike any other place that I've ever been. Walking out 10 meters, 30 meters, 50 meters out that direction can mean I'm lost. So I have a couple things in order to keep me close to the river, because the river is basically my only salvation point here. Getting lost in one of these jungles can mean you're out here for days. So in survival, you need 3 things: fire, water, shelter, food. Not in that order. It comes in the order in which you feel this situation needs. Right here, I got plenty of water. Water's usually pretty first, because without water, you can only go 3 days. Is that right? Not a very long time without water. But other than that, shelter, food, and fire. Out here in the jungle, I'm probably gonna need a shelter first because the rains are unpredictable. Even though it is the dry season, the rains still come once a day, a couple times a week. So there's quite a bit of rain to be had. So for me, water, shelter, fire, and then food while we're out here. This is nice because I don't want to be too far from the water, because if I'm too far into the jungle, not only is it harder to get access to the water to get food, fish, things like that, but the light little breeze that comes off this thing, it's ever so gentle, will help keep the bugs down. But yeah, this is home, and I couldn't be more excited. This is perfect. There's a lot of bugs out here, not at this moment, but they definitely come out. But I'm surprised, it's not quite like Canada. Canada has some of the worst bugs I've ever experienced. Oh, you gotta watch it, there's a cobweb here, spider web. But I thought this was some trash, but it's just a butterfly's wing. It's one of the amazing parts about the jungle. There's very little human traces. The jungle just claims everything. And during the rainy season, everything just sinks below the mud. That's why there's no rocks here. There are very few rocks that you'd find in this jungle, because as the rains come in, all the rocks just settle far, far down. It's hot as heck today. I got to keep nice and hydrated. I got a ton of work to do today. But first, I'd like to tell you guys about today's sponsor. All right, guys, I just want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor. Without sponsors on this channel, this video, this trip here to the jungles of South America would not be possible. So huge shout out to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Just before this trip, I was in Georgetown, Guyana. I was doing some last minute banking, emails on my phone, getting organized for this trip, as well as some other ones I have going on in the future. And I was using networks that I didn't exactly feel comfortable using without connecting through Surfshark VPN. I've been using a VPN for well over 13 years now, since my first international travel experience. I was in a country where its network had restrictions which didn't allow me to connect to things like Google services, Facebook, things like that, without using a VPN to securely connect me back home to my home country. A VPN is essentially a secure connection that allows you to travel the world internationally. So when I'm here in Guyana or somewhere else in the world, I'm able to connect to things like my bank, my email, without being flagged by my services saying that my stuff has been stolen. Surfshark VPN also allows you to access content you wouldn't find back home, like international Netflix shows, for example. Also, when connecting through Surfshark VPN, you're protecting your data from snoopers and trackers that could steal your data. This actually happened to my brother Max when he was traveling internationally, and he connected through an open network at a cafe, and he gets back home and he realizes that his Facebook had been hacked. The hacker had actually left a message. And while this attack was relatively benign and mundane, imagine that happened to his email, or his bank account had been hacked. That'd be pretty awful. And this all could have been protected with Surfshark VPN. Secure your privacy with Surfshark VPN on unlimited devices. Use code BUDNIK for an extra 4 months free, 30 days money back guarantee. Guys, go see what Surfshark can do for you. Thanks for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. All right, before we get into the day, let's take a look at everything that I brought. I got my belt kit here. This is an Army issued one with a machete, leather machete case. Machete, we got a file to sharpen the machete, Leatherman, compass to keep myself nice and oriented to the river, inReach for safety purposes, headlamp. We have fishing kit, lines, leaders, hooks, those types of things, paracord for fishing, thick line for fishing, because there are piranhas out here. I have a ferro rod for sparking a fire, canteen, 1 liter canteen, and metal canister. I have here iodine droplets. This is what's going to allow me to purify the water and drink it, otherwise be very difficult. And for my luxury item, I have coffee. One thing I hope not to use is this thing of cotton. There are natural trees here. They're called cotton trees, and they produce a substance called kapok, which is very similar to this, almost identical, but it's not being produced this time of year. The trees are in abundance, but yeah, it's the wrong time of year, so this is supposed to emulate it. I still hope not to use the cotton in this, so I will if I need to, because a fire would be nice. Anyways, that's all I got other than the camera equipment and medical kits I have here in these 2 boxes. Camera equipment, batteries, lens, tripod, batteries, charging, the med kit. This is for rain. This is for blowing water off the camera. Camera, lenses, and chargers, and things like that. Oh, and last but not least, I of course have this bow. If given the chance, I will try to harvest some game. 2 arrows, 1 bow. So I found camp. This is where I'm sleeping. This is an amazing spot. I just got to figure out exactly how I want to set up my shelter. It might look like I'm indiscriminately just slashing things, but I'm trying to clear out an area in which I can feel safe, because there's lots of scorpions, spiders, ants, those types of things. So I want to clear the area, push all the brush back, and make it home, because I don't want to be stung by anything. Go get some more water. Nope. Love the camp. Bad water access. Beautiful view. Hard to get agua though. So, gotta go back to my landing area. Whoa! To catch some water. That looks like a good fishing spot. But this would probably make me sick. So, the way I treat it is with the iodine. So 1 drop of this stuff purifies 1 liter of water. 15 minutes and it's good. Why are you giving me that look, buddy? Just give me the side eye. We want to make this jungle a home, so we gotta do some landscaping. A healthy rain coming down. I might wait this one out for a few minutes and then get to work. I need to start collecting sticks for my shelter. I need a bunch of these wise and then longer sticks like this, because I don't have any rope to secure it together. This shelter is going to be completely ropeless. So I really want a shelter for obvious reasons. And the best sticks to use are live trees or live branches because they hold a lot more strength in them. Dead trees are brittle, they'll snap, they don't make for good structure. There's an ant colony in this one. It's good water. It's really tasty. Oh my god. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Just checking around to the base of these trees that I'm using. Make sure there's no bullet ant colonies. So I wouldn't want to disrupt one of those. The big ants that really hurt, apparently. And I don't intend to find out just how much they hurt. So clearing out all this debris to kind of destroy the habitat for insects, because an insect bite out here could really put me back. And it could even mean having to leave early, getting extracted. Woo! Woo! I got some ants on me. Oh yeah, there's the colony. Oh, that's why. This one, right there. Ah. Looks like it's gonna rain again. Oh yeah. I think it's raining! the shelter's definitely coming together. But you know what? I'm starting to feel viciously hungry. A lot of chopping. But I don't have any food, just coffee. So I'm gonna use this as a little artificial pick-me-up. Best part about the jungle is there's stir sticks everywhere. Alright, well the shelter's coming together. The roof needs a lot more work, but it's a start. Still need to build my bed. And it would be nice to have a fire tonight. Boy, would that ever be nice. I'm out in search of two things. There are actually two palm trees. The first one is cukrate, which is the tree of life. And the second is menopole, which is the heart of palm. First one, cukrate, it'll give me bedding and a shelter roof. The second one, menopole, heart of palm, that's my food. This stuff will make great roofing and actually a nice springy bed. Oh, there's a cukrate tree. But at the base of these trees are nuts that we're gonna need to collect later. They have something very important inside them for our mission. Behind this big spider here, there's a menopole tree. Actually, there's a few. There's a nice big one right there. That contains the heart of palm. The heart of palm is one of the only sources of carbohydrates that's available all year round throughout the entire Amazon. There are fruits and stuff that you can collect, but in terms of a source of food all year round, it's fish, other sources of protein, birds, and then the menopole tree. Heart of palm. There's some great roofing right here. So in here, this is the upper section of the tree, just as the palm branches start. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the innermost section, and I obviously split it, but it's a long cheese string like thing. Actually, look at this. It peels apart just like a cheese string, and it tastes like a cheese string. It doesn't. It tastes a little bit like cabbage. Highly edible, really delicious, and a great source of calories out here. Apparently something like a kilogram of this is 1,000 calories. This is like 200 calories if I'm lucky. So this will be an excellent source of food for me out here. A lot of effort, but happy to have it. Yeah, the lower down on the stalk, the stringier it gets, the more fibrous it gets. Top part, real good. Through here it turns back into tree. Alright, I need to find firewood. I need to get roofing material. I need to get a bed. I need to eat some food. I need to take a nap. I need to call my mom. Tell her to pick me up because I'm in the jungle and I'm alone. Here's another palm tree. This is the tree of life, so it's very immature. I can harvest all these leaves sustainably and leave this middle stalk. I don't know if you can see it, but this middle stalk will keep growing even if I harvest all these leaves. So, we definitely took a lot from this tree. In fact, we took all the leaves, but as long as this center column stays intact, the tree will regrow. Lots of menopole here. That's a good food source, but I'm looking for the cukrate tree. They make good bedding and roofing. I always have the river to my right. don't want to get too far away from it because if I do, then it'll be hard to find again. Oh, here we go. Clear indication that this is the cuckrate tree. There's all these nuts here. In these nuts from the cuckrate tree, what happens is when they're ripe and ready, they drop, and they're almost like little coconuts, but there's a seed in here, a nut, and what happens is a beetle will come along and it'll drill a little hole and leave its larvae in there, and the larvae will grow and develop, and then there'll be a little cuckrate grub in here, which makes for excellent fishing bait to catch little fish. And this one clearly has holes in it, so that grub has since turned into a beetle and left. But there should be, well, hopefully there'll be some unopened nuts around here, but we'll save that for another day because we have a lot of work to do still in the shelter. But good to know that this is here. All right, we want to avoid this one because that's a spiky palm tree. That is very sharp, very painful, as you can see by all the spikies. But right next to it is a juvenile cuckrate tree. So we're looking for both these long branches here as well as the palmy leaves up top. So we're gonna harvest these, haul them back to camp, and make our bed, make our roofing with it. This is gonna be a lot of work. Gotta be extremely careful with these. These are sharp, 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 sharp. If you run your finger down it, you're getting cut, so. I know this is a survival shelter. I wasn't gonna fill this whole thing in because this shelter is absolutely massive at this point, but I'm having an OCD aneurysm right now. I need to just spend 10, 15 minutes and just finishing the rest of this with these leaves. Otherwise, I won't die of starvation, dehydration, hypothermia, but I'll die of an OCD panic attack. Okay. 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 Well, this thing came together. Let me tell ya. Holy, is it filthy though. All right, so shelter's up, bed's ready, at least for now. Probably gonna have to patch some holes on the next rain, but we're gonna leave it. We gotta get a fire up because this is gonna be a hard task considering all the rain. This could very well be a good piece. There are parts of it that have leaves on it, but maybe this was the broken branch and who knows, just cut into it. That is dry wood, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, lots of ants. Tomorrow. Does sound like thunder though. Rambo! And here's the food bit, and then up here is the roofing bit. So the thing with these hearts of palm is that they spoil extremely quickly once they're exposed, but you can transport them like this and they don't spoil, and ants and stuff can't get to them in here. So this is a great way of keeping it nice and safe and saving it for later. Everything around here is soaking wet, except the insides of these branches. This is nice and dry. So the goal is to cut open this branch, get a whole bunch of fine splits, and make some feather sticks, and then make a fire. This beautiful flower. I'm sure there's something about not smelling flowers in the Amazon because there's a poisonous things that could be inside. But I can't resist. Very pretty. This here is the Capadula water vine. This is the famous water vine that you chop and you get delicious water from. Apparently some guy came here to the Amazon looking for new medicines, and he discovered this root, and what he discovered about it is it opens your capillaries, and it actually gives you erection. This is what the foundation of Viagra is from. It's from these vines, the Capadula vine, also known as the big boner vine. At least that's what I call it. Let's see if we can drink some. Oh, there's a good amount of water in there. Oh God, I'm tired. All right, let's go wait out this storm, start the fire, and then get destroyed by bugs as we try to sleep in our sweaty, damp, uncomfortable clothes. This is another big downpour coming, it looks like. I hope my shelter is waterproof. Oh, good Lord. Camera's really not doing a great job of showing just how dark it is. It is very dark. The thing is, there's always a pretty big delay between when the rain starts and when it starts coming through the canopy. Sounds like it's making its way through the canopy now. Now, there's also a delay between when it makes it through the canopy and when it makes it through my shelter roof. Hopefully there's a pretty big delay in that. There's definitely a couple leaks, but it's doing pretty good. This is supposed to be the dry season. I wonder what the wet season's like. Looks like a nice little thing though. Maybe the wood's just too damp. I just want to see if this will even like take a spark. Oh. Yeah, I actually got it. Okay, so there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance? This is the wood I'm working with. There's some termites in here. These things, they're attracted to your headlamp, and then they'll fly into your face and then try to sting you all over your body. They're called night wasps. They're such little buttheads. They hurt. Well, I give up for now. It's not even close to catching, so it's too moist, everything's wet. Oh, I'd love to have a fire, but it seems like it's not happening. Maybe I'll close my eyes for a little bit. I stuffed a bunch of leaves in the dry bag that I've been using to store my power banks that charge my camera battery. This is gonna be my pillow. No blanket. Completely soaked, exposed to the jungle. Oy. Another day. Oh. I'm not gonna say this is good night because I'll probably talk to you in a few, but I'm just gonna close my eyes for just a little bit. So, see you in a bit. Feels drier out here. The rain stopped. It's just water coming off the canopy at this point. But it's cold enough that it's kind of hard to sleep. I definitely have a bit of a chill, and I know that it's going to get colder tonight. Not a ton, but enough that it'll chill your bones. Anyways, I'm going to try to start the fire again. I think I might have a better chance of doing that now that the air just feels drier. This wood might be good. No. Come on. Oh, so close. So close. That is so much better. Oh, I was cold before and I just couldn't sleep. I was starting to get a real chill, and I realized my shirt was drying out quite significantly, so I figured might as well give the fire another go. It's currently around midnight, so it is late, but the fire is stoked. And I hope it'll last me till morning. It's a good feeling. What a day. What a day. I don't think I really slept, so I'm not going to call it a sleep. I'm going to call it an overnight rest. But the sun's coming up, and hopefully with it comes some of the warmth. Well, it will, but it's cold, man. Not like really cold, but just like cold enough to keep you up. It wasn't the best night of my life, but it sure wasn't the worst. Or maybe it was. It's hard to tell. But I'm so happy to have got the fire going. I was cold. I got to chill. Not like something that could kill me, but just very uncomfortable. And so getting up and really making a effort at getting the flames
burning the wood and making some heat was a good call. It was so toasty. At least I had like sections of my body that were toasty. My clothes are completely dry. They have completely dried out. The shelter is awesome. The bed is extremely uncomfortable. It's like nice, you know, it's got some spring to it. It's a nice little table. But as far as a nice comfy bed, it's just hard. It's like laying on a wood picnic table. But yeah, we made it through the first night. And that was a challenging day yesterday, so I feel pretty good about it. It is nice to be dry though. That's really nice. But from all that rain, the water's gone up significantly enough that I can actually get water here. Couldn't reach this yesterday. I think I brought these really terrible socks. Oy. Whew, I am tired, let me tell you. There it is. The jungle cheese string. Breakfast. These things bruise quite quickly and easily. I went to go see if there's any juice left in my Capadula vine, and this guy came crawling out from underneath it. Well, he can stay as long as he doesn't come in the middle of the night and lay eggs in my brain or something. Any juice left? Oh yeah. There's a pretty big misconception about the jungle. Everybody thinks that everything out here is here to kill them. But the thing is, most things just want to be left alone. Spiders, the scorpions, the jaguar, the eagles, the piranha, and all the other biting fish here in the river, the snakes. They don't care about you or I. They don't care about us. But if you disrupt them, that's when they bite. That's when there's an issue. Speaking of piranha, I'd love to catch one today. So I'm going to drink this coffee here. And then I have a couple chores I need to do to procure food. The goal is to ultimately get a big fish, but in order to do that, I need a little fish. And in order to get a little fish, I need a grub. And to get a grub, I need a nut. And to find that nut, I need to find a cucurite tree. And there are some in the area, so right after this Joe, we're gonna get it done. And it'll be so. Vine this morning and finding a big spider coming out of it. It's a good reminder that I need to push back all this brush because all this debris that I've created around here is habitat for small bitey animals. So I'm just gonna spend 5 minutes and just push back my camp a little bit, widening it out. Oh. There's a cucurite tree right here. There's another. Ooh. Termites. Lovely. Another. Nice. 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 We got a couple here. Let's go open them up. All right. So we got a few of these nuts here. inside the nut is a little grub. And these grubs are gonna be our bait to catch small fish, to then catch bigger fish. And the fun part about these cuckret grubs is they're edible. Tastes like butter, interestingly enough. I'm gonna leave these here. I'm gonna have to go get some more cuckret nuts to try to find some more grubs. But first, I'm gonna build my yari yari rod. All these words, they're very confusing, I know. Cuckret, capadula, yari yari, bingo bango, feeling hot, hot, hot. We're out here looking for the yari yari tree. And yari yari has a great property in that it's very bendy, so it makes an excellent fishing rod. So while you can do it with lots of other sticks, the yari yari is the best, at least so I hear. And the best way to find a yari yari tree is by smell. It has a distinct smell, almost lemony, almost, but it's different than just the dirt smelling leaves of these regular trees. So let's keep looking. Nope. Nope. Thing is too, all the rainforest leaves have a very similar oval shape. I guess it's because that this is the most beneficial to collecting sunlight and pushing raindrops to your roots. I don't know. It seems to be the best evolutionary trait for the trees of the rainforest. They all have the same shape. Not all of them, but for the most part, that's this teardrop slash oval shaped leaf. Nope. 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 I can't tell. Nope. There's been a couple times I've just been walking and I get a face full of cobweb, and it's always like a interesting reminder that there's big, juicy spiders lurking in those cobwebs. So I'd be a lot more freaked out if I didn't know that these spiders don't want to harm you. They want nothing to do with you. They just want to eat their little bugs, maybe small birds, maybe tiny little children. But as a grown adult man-child, they don't care about me. They just want to do their own thing. That's the one. Yeah, very distinct. A little bit of fishing line. Every fish in the water has teeth. Well, maybe not every, but most fish here in the jungle have teeth. So I'm gonna install a little leader so they can't bite through my line. All right, I have my little yari yari fishing rod. It's quite small, but this is just to catch bait fish, to catch bigger fish, to then catch a whale. All right, I've got a healthy amount of them, so hopefully a couple of them, all of them have the cuckret grubs. I chopped this guy in half, but I got another one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 still in there. I just need to pluck them out with a stick, and then I got a couple crushed ones there. Look at how much the landing has come up since yesterday. It was way out there,
These trees were exposed. River's gone up 3 feet. Let's see if we can catch some bait fish. Worm on the hook. Yeah, you gotta make a noise like something's falling out of a tree to attract the fish. Yeah, first catch. An absolute monster. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Dinner. Ooh, bigger little catfish, is that what that is? He actually got it on the hook. It's a nice fish. Another cat. Ooh, spiky. He made me bleed my own blood. Ow! I think I had between 8 and 10 grubs, and this is the result of my bait fishing. 4 catfish, and then 6 shiny dudes. I just saw a big bird. I don't know what that was. Oh gosh. Gosh golly, I'm tired. Oh, firewood. Hopefully it's dry. That looks pretty good. Not much left on this one. This is it. And then it becomes quite fibrous through here. So once it becomes fibrous, you don't eat it. I just had like a 2-hour nap. It was awesome. But I can't stop thinking about chocolate. I am thinking about chocolate all the time right now. Stop it. We don't want chocolate, we want a piranha. So we're gonna go fishing for a piranha right now. Or whatever creature might bite my line. Got some bait, so let's get into it. I've got a line of termites coming through my camp. Whole army of them. Guess it's their camp now. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is a bullet ant. One of the most painful bites in the jungle. Hey, the ants! Oh, that's where they made a line to get to my fish. In through his eye, out through his stomach. Perfect. This is all dead branches right here. So I'm gonna clean this up and have access to this as like a bridge. And then I also got all these sticks. So this type of fishing is a very passive type of fishing. You throw out the line and you let catfish and piranha come find the bait. Once you feel the nibbles, that's when you set the hook. But unfortunately, I'm from the shore, so this river is blowing my line. The current of the river is taking my line and just shoving it right up against the shore. It's better if I'm like further out, though I don't really want to be up in that tree. It's all tangly, so we'll do what we can and then move on to plan B. I'm gonna try a new course of action. I'm gonna make some night hooks or night lines to put them out tonight. I'm gonna get that ready. I think that's gonna be my best bet of catching something. All right, here we go. We got our hook. We got our leader, which is a metal wire, big chunk of lead attached to 4 feet of paracord. We're gonna put the catfish on here, the ones that we caught earlier. Set these on some trees and hopefully catch yourself a big fish in the night. I'm gonna make 4 of them for the 4 catfish that I have and set them all up my shoreline. Sunsets in about 2 hours. Can't believe where the day went. I feel like I've barely done anything, but I did take a nap in the middle of the day and it took me forever to find the yari yari stick and the kakari nuts. Kakarat? I don't know, man. Anyways, pooped, very sluggish, barely have eaten. I think I'm gonna go get some heart of palm, finish getting all that firewood, and then I'm gonna set these traps a little later. Thing is, like, I would have all those things done lickety split if I was well fueled, but I have no fuel. Okay, let's do a few things. Let's move some wood. This is all nice, dead, dry wood. This is a great find. Wish I found it yesterday, but at least I found it today. All right, let's go harvest a heart of palm, haul that back to camp, throw the leaves on the roof because we got to reinforce it because the fire kind of compromised my shelter roof, so. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Easy. Didn't have a shower today because it didn't rain. So it's time for me to have a bath. A lot of creatures that bite here, including piranhas, but those shouldn't pose a risk to you unless they're on land. They don't generally bite humans. So the big dangerous thing when getting in these waters is stingray. They don't see you, you can step on one, they'll just jab you with their poisonous stinger. So it's best to slide your feet. And actually what's even better, let them know you're coming. Oh God, that's nice. Woo. Oh, yes. So a big thing out here that's underrated or not often talked about is hygiene. Hygiene is so important because you're always moist and there's always things clinging to you. It's good to clean yourself at the end of each day. These deciduous forests are amazing. The one thing I miss about the mixed forests where I'm from are the coniferous trees, the pine trees, the cedars, and the spruce. Because if I had those right now,
I can make myself a nice tea. Tea would be nice. Spruce, cedar, or pine would be absolutely wonderful. I wonder if you can make anything into tea out here. I don't know if I'd trust it. Maybe the yari yari. It's definitely the most floral of all the leaves I've smelt.
Oh, I am starting to doubt whether or not that wood that I brought here is actually dry. The big piece that's supposed to last me the night. And as opposed to getting up and going out and trying to do something about it and finding some new wood, I'm just gonna lay here. I'm tired. This bed is feeling way more comfy than it did yesterday. I don't think it's gotten comfier, I just think I'm more exhausted. Alright, that's 4 night lines out.
Not sure if you can see those 2 glowing lights over there. Those are caiman. Those are their eyes.
I hope this one burns. Lots of bugs right now. They're quite annoying, flying into your face, flying everywhere. This is a termite mound here, massive one. And termites have this natural insect repellent in their saliva, so when they create these mounds, they produce it, they put it everywhere, and this deters other bugs from invading, crawling around. Really interesting. So if you actually take some termite mound and burn it, it's supposed to get rid of insects. So we're gonna try that. There you go, there you have it, your bushcraft thermocell. Well, no fish today. At least we have the heart of palm, so we'll get into that in a little bit. There we go. I could go for some fish, to be honest. Anyways, it's not even late. It's like 7, but I'm kind of pooched. So, and it's a nice time of night. It's warm enough that sleeping would be actually quite pleasant. So, I'm gonna close my eyes for a bit, and maybe I'll see you in a little. Good morning. Oh. Well, last night was a little easier than the night before, though. It still is like sleeping on a picnic table. Extremely uncomfortable, lots of pressure points. No very comfortable spot, at least for more than 3 to 4 minutes at a time. Got the fire ripping and brought it nice and close to me, so that was nice. The fire was actually kind of generating heat underneath my bed, so on the warm front I was doing all right, though the smaller sticks I had to stoke the fire for 20 to 30 minutes to get the flames going again. And we're right at the end of what I have as usable firewood, because that huge piece yesterday was obviously didn't work out. Though today's day 3, and it's been about 48 hours since I've eaten real food. The only thing I've eaten so far has been 3 hearts of palm over 2 days. Let's go check the lines real quick, then get firewood, then keep fishing. Oh my god, it is already hot. This shirt is too hot for the daytime and way too cool for the night. Useless shirt. Useless. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Mr. Shirt. You smell disgusting though. Oh. Well, something took the bait, but there's no fish. But we wanted a fish, but having something eating it is the second best option, I guess. Oh. Nothing. The coffee definitely picks me up, though it's pretty short-lived. Even just walking a little bit wins me. I'm running on fumes right now. I'm usually a 1 poop a day type of guy, and I haven't pooped since I've been out here. I have no need to, even after drinking coffees. So that tells me that I got nothing in the tank. Okay, there's 2 more lines here. Place your bets, folks. Nope. Took the bait though. Another empty hook. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. No fish for breakfast. Just sitting here observing the fire, and there's a couple hundred termites or ants making their way out of one of the logs here. And I just think about how destructive I can be out here. I'm harvesting a lot of trees, lots of live plants, killing thousands of little insects. Do I feel remorse? Of course I do. I know that the jungle will regenerate, the fish population will subsist, these ants will find their way out to a new place, and they'll thrive. Do I think I've caused an impact here? No. In this small little space, yes, absolutely. I mean, I clear cut this forest, this tiny little patch, but there's a massive jungle out here, and all these trees, as soon as I leave, they'll just grow. Oh, it's bitter. The fire is compromising my shelter roof quite significantly, though above my bed, still quite intact. Well, we'll see. If it rains, could be a problem. The monkeys. We got a handful more of those cuckrate nuts, and we're going to try to get the grubs from inside, do a little bit of fishing. We got a couple grubs here. Let's go fish. It's amazing how these grubs must have co-evolved with the tree. Whoa, nice catfish. All right, bait fishing was very successful. We got 2 catfish and a bunch of the smaller ones. I'm gonna set the lines again. I might switch out some of the night lines for smaller hooks. That way they have a better chance of catching something. And then I'm going to make some other traps for fish, because I think that passive fishing might be my best bet. And then I can just take a little nap, you know, look at the fire, look at the leaves, and just enjoy myself while the fishing hooks do the work for me. If we don't catch fish, we can always just harvest a bunch more of the heart of palm. All right, I'm going to replace some of those large hooks on my set lines with these smaller ones, and hopefully that'll do the trick. I know they're called night lines, but maybe we can catch something during the day. There's something in the water over there. Caiman probably. Oh, it's an otter. Oh my god, that was so cool. I thought it was a caiman because I just saw it like poking out over here. And then it popped up over here and I was really confused as to what it was at first because it looked like a big beaver. Giant river otter. I did not think I'd see one of those guys. So cool. That's a good reminder. I need to be ready to shoot an animal as they come around. I wouldn't shoot a giant river otter, but a peccary, maybe a small bird, and they just kind of come out of nowhere. You got to be ready. So I'm going to string up my bow so I can use it at my first opportune moment. I just checked the night lines and it looked like some small fish was just nibbling off the bait I put on there. So I'm going to go try a hand line in a new spot. But I'm checking out the river here, and for the last couple hours there's been the stream of yellow butterflies flying by. They must be doing some sort of migration, and this is their migration route up through here, because it's a non-stop butterfly Congo line. Oh shoot, oh my god, no. I got my line stuck up here and I want to retrieve it, so I'm gonna jump in the water and go cut down that tree. Oh shoot. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, yeah. That's good. I just saw one lizard. It came right there. Yeah, there's little to no chance of that one. It's light years away. Came stumbling into camp right there. And I barely had time to react to it. I heard something, so I got the bow ready, and then sure enough it looked like a black goose. All I saw is it like from here up, and it kind of like looked at me. Also, I'm gonna keep pretty quiet probably for the rest of the day, see if I can hear anything and keep my bow close. I should have been doing that earlier. Might be a silly idea, but I'm going to set this one up deep in the water, out in the middle. Hopefully it'll get some action. Just going to leave it. Ooh. No chance. No chance. Oh yes. Did I say yes yet? Yes! We got a fish. Yes! Woo! Okay, we got a fire going. We can almost just throw this on right now. Maybe the bite's good. Let's keep fishing for 10, 15 more minutes. See, the trick with survival is you just get all the other animals to digest the forest for you, and you hunt the animals and eat them. Because there's not much out here that's edible. Hard to palm, some fruits if you're lucky. So eating animals that are adapted to digesting the forest is your best source of calories out here. Whoa, big piranha. Oh my God, big piranha. Yes, yes, yo. Okay, we got a piranha. Yes, woo, yeah, woohoo, yes. Oh my God. And look at its teeth too. That thing will bite a finger off. Look at the size of that piranha. I was just laying there watching my fish cook, and I had my line out in the same spot where I caught the catfish, and there was a little bit of slack in the line as it made its way from the tree to my fort, and I noticed that slack was gone. It was tense. So I got up and I got a fish. All right, we'll call that done. What do you think? Oh my God, and it's so easy to eat too. Like the bones are so close to the center. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is the easiest fish I've ever eaten in my life. Check it out, it just comes right off. Oh my God, I could eat this for days. This is delicious. I mean, if this had like any seasoning, this would be phenomenal. Look at that, like all the meat just peeled off perfectly. Their spine and the rib cage is directly in the middle, so it's super easy to eat. This is the best eating fish ever. This is the best eating fish. I can't believe it. Oh, that's relieving. Okay, goodbye head. Oh,
graceful.
All right, I got the biggest, stinkiest catfish for the most successful spot. Oh my god, there's so many spiders up here. Oh god. Oh, I had dirty fish on my hands and I just wiped it on my face. Oh, nasty. Caught piranha cooked on your rudimentary barbecue. Well, that looks like a pretty damn well cooked piranha if I do say so myself. What the hell? It's like delicious. It's like really good. It's like actually extremely tasty. What the hell? Wow. That moth is the size of a hummingbird. Unless it is a hummingbird. Whoa, nope, that's a moth. Oh my god. Whoa, bro. Wow. Whoa! Oh no, did it fly in the fire? Oh no. Oh buddy. Oh, well, you know, shoot. Yeah, I mean, once it flew in the fire, its wings burned off immediately, and I just was not going to save it because, yeah, I was going to die. But, wow, that was interesting. Never a dull moment in the Amazon. Can't believe how alive I feel now. I honestly didn't think I was going to catch a fish. That catfish, or whatever it was probably the best fish I've ever eaten. That's a bold statement. It's up there though. This one's also exceptionally good. I would say that was a pretty successful day. My second favorite day of the outing. My first was day one when it was just pouring rain. That was so much fun. Challenging, but really rewarding. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm heading to bed, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Unless something interesting happens in the night. So, see you then. Good night.
Good morning, everyone. I got lots of sleep, slept for big portions of the night, but I kept waking up because my spine hurts. Oh my god, is this bench ever uncomfortable to sleep on?
Water's gone down a significant amount. All right, let's check the line. Oh. We got a moss fish. I checked the night lines down at the landing, and all three of them empty. So that's all 5 of my night lines plucked over.
we're gonna have to change our strategy. I think I have an idea. Cup of Joe in the morning. There's probably some of you guys thinking, Xander, how the heck did you learn how to survive in the jungle? You're from Canada. Well, I've been doing some training with Anders Anderson, who has a company called The Wild Tales, and he brings people down here to do survival training deep in the Amazon rainforest. And that's who I train with. He's very, very skilled, amazing guy, hilarious, and the right amount of crazy. A little crazy, just the right amount though. Great guy. I'll be seeing him again for sure. But yeah, he runs a course, takes people down here to do survival training, puts you to the test in the exact same way that I'm doing here. And if you guys have any interest in learning survival skills, jungle skills, and testing your skills, whether you're a beginner or expert, go check him out. The Wild Tales, Anders Anderson.
All right, no luck fishing yet. I'm gonna set some fish traps, which might give me a chance at catching some fish during the day. The night lines do not work during the day, and they haven't been working at night either. So I'm gonna set some traps to hopefully catch some fish. And I need two things. I need yari yari, which is the stick, the bendy stick that I used to make my yari yari rod. And I need carcarelli, which is a tree that makes good bush rope. So let's see if we can find some of that. I think this is yari yari. Oh my God, I don't know if my sniffer works anymore. I don't know. Seems bendy enough. All right, this here is a carcarelli tree, and this makes excellent bush rope. It's funny because I was searching the woods for it and I couldn't find it. It's just right here at camp. And the thing is, this doesn't hurt the tree. You can actually go to up to all the way around and it won't hurt the tree. There you go, bush rope. I don't know if you can see because there's a lot going on here, but here's the trap and here's the mechanism. This is going to be fishing line, and when a fish comes, takes the bait, it's going to tug and it'll send it into orbit. Well, let's hope it does. Dinner! I don't know what it is about the jungle, but I feel like I can just lay here and listen and be completely at peace without needing anything. Just the noises and the environment is enough. Honestly, I'm not bored at all. I'm just chilling. It's nice. I'm just completely content to lay here and just listen. Also, the excitement of maybe an animal coming by is very appealing.
that one off.
Looks something's been munching at it though. I mean, it does feel quite wasteful to take just the top of the tree like that. So that's what it takes to survive in the deep jungle. This jungle will be fine. It'll regenerate. No problem. These palms grow like weeds. It'll be all right. And I'm very thankful for your sustenance. Oh, Manacole. So after that fish fest from yesterday, I'm hungry for more. But our traps and our trot line, fixed line is not doing us no good. So I'm gonna do one last thing. I'm gonna try night fishing. Often some of the fish around here go into the shallows at night, and they just kind of sit there. And if you go with the night light, a headlamp, and spot them, you can shoot them with an arrow. So we're gonna try that. The water levels have gone down significantly, and it's also kind of, the murkiness has gone away, so there might be a chance. Might be a chance. Bye bye, little fella. Our bow and arrow, fishing bow. So I'm gonna tie my line to the arrow and hopefully get us a nice little meal. Couple of hitches. Oh my goodness, that is outrageous. Every day in the Amazon is a new adventure. Well, I can't see anything, absolutely anything with all these moths. It's like a strobe light. See if anything else comes by. Oh, yep, little guy, little piranha. these dudes that are banging up my trap and picking it over. So I'm gonna go use one of these guys as my bait. See if something will eat that. I'm gonna go all in and use the piranha that I just shot, and I'm gonna use this massive hook and see if I can potentially get something real big from the depths of the river. And I'm gonna put it out on the line that's been successful. It's almost cool enough to start wearing a shirt. I fear it might start absolutely dumping any minute. I was hoping that that first day was enough rain for the whole trip. Well, one more night's sleep and I get picked up. First thing in the morning, I'm out of here. I took down all the traps, except for the one right out here with the big piranha on it. So maybe we'll get a huge fish in the morning. Take that back to Canada with me, you know, eat some of it on the plane. Yeah, but that's it. Awesome trip. I could have stayed out longer. I really could have. I was having so much fun. It was challenging, but I thought it was going to be more uncomfortable than it was. It was mostly just fun, to be honest. It was mostly just a lot of fun. I'm hungry, and the nights were cold, and this bed is uncomfortable, and everything in the jungle is trying to stab you and poke you and bite you, but it was very peaceful out here in its unique way. It's so filled with life, opportunities to hunt and fish around every corner, and the food was tasty. The fish, that is, not manacle. I'm sick of the heart of palm. No more for me, but yeah, man, amazing experience. We might have dinner. Oh, there it is. Whoa. Whoa. All right. That is a good meal. This is the same as that tasty fish I had the other day, but it's just bigger. Like a scorpion. So that's the reason why you're supposed to wear jungle boots. Midnight barbecue on the Bora Bora River. So I took some fillets, and then here's what I got left. That's an awful lot of work to suddenly have to do right in the middle of the night. But I guess that's the way it goes in the jungle. Food comes when it comes, and you have to be ready to deal with it at any time. But as long as this doesn't fall apart, this meat should be good till the morning. I can't believe I caught another fish. It's awesome. The piranha I shot with the bow turned into that big river monster the size of my machete. Fish kebabs. Yep, it's great. All right, well, we're getting picked up in 20-ish minutes. Not much to clean up. I don't have many things. I got my boots here, and then my belts, and then my
2 boxes. Oh, my bow. Can't forget the bow.
I won't miss you, bud, but thank you for your support. There's a lot of people involved in making this thing a reality. I just want to thank my survival instructor, Anders Anderson, as well as my local guide, Lionel from the town of Surama, as well as his 2 kids, Jesse and Paul. Thank you guys so much, as well as Kenneth. Thank you all for all your help, as well as everybody that's been here along the journey. It's been an amazing experience, and jungles of Guyana, incredible place. I think I hear my boat. Oi! Oi! Good stuff. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. Thanks for watching.